I have a question, and it's a very specific question, and if this doesn't apply to you, then please scroll past. But if you are 40s and up, so 40s, 50s, 60s, even more than that, if you are 40s and up and a woman, or even a woman with a partner who has gone their entire life childless, please tell me what your life is like now.
Hello beautiful people, how are you all doing today? It's your girl Maria David again, and I brought to you a very interesting topic that you all are going to enjoy. Even if you're child free by choice, you're not child free by choice, you're really going to enjoy this video. So let's watch this video because this woman has a question to ask. So let's watch this video to the end and come back and talk about it.
I have a question, and it's a very specific question, and if this doesn't apply to you, then please scroll past. But if you are 40s and up, so 40s, 50s, 60s, even more than that, if you are 40s and up and a woman, or even a woman with a partner who has gone their entire life childless, please tell me what your life is like now. Because I've been told multiple times by family members, family friends, sometimes friends, but pretty rarely, that once I get older and I can't have kids anymore, or I choose not to have kids, once I get older, I'm going to see my friends have kids, and I'll either be jealous that I'm not having kids that are interacting with them, or that I'll lose out on something, or that, I'll be older and I'll be sad because I don't have, children around me and grandchildren. I need to know from someone who I envision myself being later on in life. I need to know specifically from someone who is, either in their 40s or beyond, either around that age or retiring or whatever, that you are either happy with your life, or give me the cold hard truth. Let me know how you feel. I want to know, do you feel like you lost out? Do you feel like you're confident and happy with your choice? I want to know the actual truth on this, because I'm tired of having that same thing told to me, and I need to know from somebody else what their thoughts are on that, and if I'm going to be missing out on something. And because at this point in my life, I don't want kids, and it could change. Tell me if you think you made the right decision.
I personally feel like this question she's asking is very brilliant, because if you want to be child free by choice, I feel like you need to ask these questions, because at the end of the day, you should not lose out on some things you might think you will lose out. So she's asking people that have experienced it, that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, which I have few videos that people stitches and try to share their experience and also advices for her. So I'm going to put the videos for you all to watch. But then I would love to hear your opinion down in the comment section. Let's interact down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you as well.
Or even a woman with a partner who has gone their entire life childless.
You have summoned me. A child-free woman in her 50s has entered the chat. You have some great questions, and I think it's normal to ask these questions, especially when everybody around you is trying to give you a case of the what ifs. What if I get older and regret it? What if I want grandchildren? What if I feel left out when all my friends are having children? The what ifs are real, and I got them from a lot of angles in the 1990s. People would ask me all the time, what if you're alone when you get older? What if you want to have a child later in life? What if being child-free by choice is not everything you thought it would be? And honestly, I understood their concern. Many of them were parents who were very happy with parenting, and they just couldn't wrap their heads around how I could have made this decision. So whenever you get a what if, think about the person's possible motivations behind that. They might be projecting. They're a happy parent, so they want you to be a happy parent. They feel completely fulfilled by parenthood, and they want you to feel the same. But that doesn't mean that you do. The only person who can make this decision is you. And I can only speak about my decision and how it's affected my life. And I can tell you that I've never regretted this choice. I'm a year and a half away from retirement. I'm going to start a whole new career. I have no debt. I have a wonderful relationship. I'm very close with my family. I have a huge group of friends. And no, I never feel lonely. But let's face it, there are a lot of times when I want to be alone. And I can be. And are any of those reasons not to have a child if you want a child? Absolutely not. But are they the benefits for me? Absolutely. And listen, there are some times when your friends are having kids that you feel left out. You're going to baby showers all the time, birthday parties. You don't have a child to bring with you. That's okay. And then when their kids get older and are involved in so many activities and you don't get to see them as much, that's okay. Eventually, their kids become adults and they circle back. Also, during the teen years, you're probably going to be called on a lot to go on vacation with the parents, take them out for a drink, or maybe even get the kid out of their hair for a little bit. As I read through the comments on your video, I was so happy to see so many other women, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, who have remained child-free by choice and have not regretted their decision either. I'm sure all of them have suffered the what-ifs as I did. So know that those are coming, that you'll have a lot more of them, but the what-ifs and the answer to the what-ifs are no real reason to bring a child into the world if you don't feel as if you have to be a mother.
Because I don't have, children around me and grandchildren.
I'm 44. I love kids, and I'm childless by choice. There's this fairy tale that's pushed upon us that we should live life with zero regrets. But the thing is that that's just not how life works. So we can either choose what regrets that we're going to have because they're inevitable, or life chooses them for us. I prefer to choose my own regrets. I absolutely love kids, and I think I'd be happy with kids. But I also understand that I'm happier without kids. The life that I choose, that I feel I would be happiest in, is incompatible with having children, with being a mother. On my deathbed, I know that I'm going to regret not having children, but I also know that if I did have kids, that on my deathbed, I would have even bigger regrets about the life that I was supposed to lead that didn't include them. So you have to choose your regret, and you have to make peace with the fact that there are going to be regrets.
If you are 40s and up, so 40s, 50s, 60s, even.
Hi friend, 40-year-old here, married. My husband and I have decided that we will not be having kids. He is 45 and I turned 40 last year and 41, turning 41 this year. I went through the whole process of looking into, freezing my eggs and all that at around maybe 38. Honestly, I did it because that's what society and the normal thing of what everybody, like you said, friends and family that are pressuring in some way, saying like, oh, if you don't decide now or if you do something about it, you're gonna regret it. But what I end up finding out is the fact that I kind of forced myself into that process, it was stressing me out more than anything. Along the process, I realized this is not what I want. I really don't care for having kids. Not that I don't like kids, and not that I, judge people that do have kids. I just don't think it's something that I want. And after also openly discussing this with my husband, it's not something he wants. Now, luckily for us both, our parents, both sides, are very understanding and have been very supportive of the situation. So we don't have the stress of them continuously asking us for grandkids. And in terms of life, honestly, ever since we absolutely decided that this is what we're going to do, it has literally relieved me from all the stress, because I finally feel like I'm not obligated to answer to what society see or deem as what I should be doing at my age or whatnot. And maybe some people will see it as selfish, but I think we are living the life that we really enjoy, and we think this is what is right for us. We do have a lot of special need fur babies, and we have responsibilities. Obviously, it's not the same as having kids, but we have other responsibilities that we are more than willing to commit to. but we're also enjoying our lives in the way without kids, and we enjoy the flexibility that we have because we don't have kids, be it focusing on our careers and also having the option to go travel and do many other things as well. I guess in the end is, if your heart really doesn't want it, go with it. It'll make you feel better.
Please tell me what your life is like now.
So this young woman isn't particularly interested in having kids, but she's getting pressure from family and friends that if she doesn't have kids, she's going to miss out in life somehow. And so she wanted to hear from women above 40 who didn't have kids what their life is like now, and do they have any regrets about not having kids. I'm in my 50s and I'm an auntie and a godmother, and I can tell you I have zero regrets, none whatsoever, about not having kids. I've got to have some incredible experiences, and I am very fortunate that I have parents, given being Filipino and Catholic, that they never pressured me to have kids. They told me, go live your best life, be fulfilled, enjoy life, be happy, do what you want to do. And so I did. What did it for me was, instead of asking, do I want to have kids, I asked myself, do I want to be a parent? Do I want to take on the financial, spiritual, emotional, and psychological responsibility of being a parent? And especially given the things happening in the world with the climate crisis, financial crisis, I had some health issues. And given all that, the answer was quickly no. And it's okay. If you don't want to be a parent, it's okay. The notion that women have to have kids in order to be fulfilled in life is changing, and a lot of people are having a problem with that, right? So living your best life as a woman is supposed to include, having kids and having a family. And for a lot of us, that's not in our criteria to be fulfilled and happy in life. Now, there was a period when I was 39 where there was some desperation that kicked in, where I was like, oh my God, if I want to have a family, I got to do it now. And what happened was I was in a bad relationship, and that is no way to start a family, feeling desperate to have kids because you feel like you're running out of time. I am also not child-free or childless. I'm an auntie and a godmother, and I have plenty of children in my life. What I am free of is the responsibility of parenting, and I'm good with that. So I'll give you the same advice my parents did. Go live your best life. Have fun. Be fulfilled. If that involves kids, great. If not, that's okay too.
A woman with a partner who has gone their entire life childless.
Listen, I am of the mindset that not everybody was meant to have children. I think children are wonderful. I just don't think everybody was meant to have them. I'm 50 and I do not have kids. In high school, I think, if I remember correctly, I wanted kids. Then I saw what was going on around me with the young girls in high school, and I decided I didn't. Then in my 20s and 30s, it was like I was riding the struggle bus to nowhere. Just riding to nowhere. I was a whole hot mess, making wrong decisions, wrong turns, was going left when I should have been going right. I was trying to figure it out. Was dating the wrong guys. I married the wrong guy. He probably thinks he married the wrong girl. I was a hot mess though. Yeah, sometimes I was a problem, but I wanted a 2-parent household. I wanted to raise a child in a 2-parent household, and I knew that that wasn't going to be possible because I couldn't get my decision-making skills together. I was out here in this world with reckless abandonment, making a whole fool of myself. Didn't have a lick of sense. So yeah, I knew I wouldn't have been a good parent because I couldn't get myself together. Yeah, I've dated a guy or two that wanted me to have their baby. They didn't have a lick of sense either because I chose them when I didn't have a lick of sense. So that kind of tells you a lot. In the end, it's your life. You got to do what makes you happy. And if that means you have to divest yourself of those who are judging you for your decisions and making you feel bad, then maybe they shouldn't be in your life. Period.
If you are 40s and up and a woman who has gone their entire life childless, tell me what your life is like.
44, child free by choice. So for starters, check out the subreddit called Are Regretful Parents. It is eye-opening how transparent people will be about that when they're under the safety of anonymity. Next, no, I've never once in my life regretted not having kids. And just to go through some of the stuff that you stated, will you be jealous of your friends who have kids? You're not jealous of something you don't want. You will be jealous when you don't have kids of your own interacting with their kids. I mean, it's not a dog park. When you're older, you'll be sad that you didn't do it. So I'm 44, never been sad that I haven't had kids. If it takes a village to raise a child, I am happy being the village. I have plenty of friends who are mothers. When they haven't showered in 3 days because they have a newborn, I am happy to go over and sit with that child so they can take a shower, take a nap. And they've had a really frustrating, hard, rough day and finally get those kids down 2 hours past their bedtime. I am happy to show up late at night with a bottle of wine and let them just rage or cry. If the kids are having a birthday party and they need help with the food, they know that Aunt Jess will come in clutch with some Cookie Monster cupcakes or some Komodo dragon salad. I am there for birthdays, holidays, family trips to the farm animal sanctuary. I love my time with my little nieces and nephews. She is straight up posing right now, but eating, and that's why she's my girl. This is Vesper Montgomery, future Supreme Court Justice. And despite that, never once have I thought, maybe I should give this a try. Now, there are plenty of people who didn't want kids and became parents and loved it, but if I know I don't want kids, why am I going to gamble on the well-being of a child and bring it into this world on the possibility that I might enjoy it when I already have an inclination that I won't? Show your family and friends that subreddit and ask them, what happens if despite not wanting to be a parent, I become one anyways, and it turns out I absolutely hate it? Ask them if they love kids so much why they're willing to risk the well-being and mental health of a child over the gamble that you might like it. Ask them how many times they've seen a parent and said that person should have never become a parent. Ask them where the disconnect is that when people recognize beforehand they should never become a parent, why we don't listen to them and believe them. Ask them why they feel that your decision to not have kids somehow challenges their decision to have kids. And finally, if all else fails, push them to start having more kids. The older they are, the even better. Oh, well, I'm old. I've already had my kids. I can't possibly take care of a kid. Good, so you know how it feels. And if you're worried that doing that will make you seem impolite or disrespectful, just a reminder, they have no problem being that way to you. And also rest assured that as you get older, the confidence in saying, mind your business, Aunt Barbara, grows exponentially.
I really don't have much to say because I'm not in this category. I don't have this experience, so I don't really have much to say. But then I just have to put out my opinion because we all are entitled to our opinion. So I feel like when you make a decision to do something and it comes from your heart and you weigh the options, I feel like just go for it and don't really think about what people are going to say, or just trying to sometimes it might happen to people that try. I don't know, but then once you make that decision, just stick to, at the end of the day you will not be feeling bad and be like, oh, and I wanted to be child free by choice, why did I decide to have a child and all of that. Yes, I don't know, you just have to weigh the options and decide and not think about what other people are going to say. Just think about yourself, think about your life, your future, then you can make your personal decision. And yeah, we come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. My name is Maria Davis, and of course I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.